Welcome back to some professional Starcraft 2. The ESL Pro Tour Open Cup North America. Number 89 here. Let me introduce you to these two decidedly not North Americans. Making a splash lately, not just for his gateway placement, but for being one of the best non-Korean Protoss in the whole world. The young Dane, I want to say. Jimmy, we need to get these stats beforehand, but definitely on the track upwards. Yes, from Denmark. 17 years old. Goes by the name of MaxPax. I just looked this up alongside. Apparently his name is Max. So, about as creative as the rest of us here, I see. Speaking of creative, like and subscribe for great segues and for a decidedly not non-Korean player. Instead, it is one of the best of the rest in Korea. It's Creator. Creator has constantly been overshadowed by more accomplished Protoss. He's always been like, he's always at the very top of the second tier. At least that's my opinion. I'm willing to change it. Prove me wrong. But he always feels like he's not quite in those finals, or maybe the semifinals, but he's in the round of 8. He's crushing in the group stage. And here we're in the Open Cup Finals, which is not maybe as prestigious as like I Am Katowice, but he's been around a long time, but still looking for that notoriety. MaxPax, on the other hand, I guess similar, though not as long of a time, just based on the fact you could only participate in pro tournaments in WCS when you were 16 years old. Or older, much to Raynor's dismay. I remember that year. Raynor had to qualify by winning one tournament because he had just turned 16, where he lost in like Game 7 to Cyril. Tough times. Damn kids. But we're talking about PvP. Alright, MaxPax brings something new to the table, which is expanding. Something a lot of players thought you couldn't do for a long time. Creator looks like he's going to let him get away with it. MaxPax does have a different way of playing Protoss. In fact, he's got 2 probes hanging out at the front. Not quite, like maybe too many cooks. Yeah, that's... Oh my god. I guess it works. Alright, whatever his method is. The 2-probe cluster fudge does seem to be an effective method. I think, or an accident. It's unclear. I think the second one. But Creator has not gone for some sort of all-in follow-up. Usually, honestly, I'm surprised we got this far without something happening. It looks like we're gonna have a macro game. The only thing Creator's done is a semi-block on the natural. And tried to poke in with 2 adepts. Which, I mean, if you go 2-gate, it's kind of obligatory. You gotta give it a shot. The reason we wall off like we do with these probes on constant guard is because 2 adepts literally will end the game. 2 adepts will kill so many probes. Oh, that Oracle. Oracle thanking its lucky stars right now. And the gates that they channel. That was not real. He'll just continue on his trajectory. Yeah, that one also not real. The hallucinated Phoenix is only good for emotional damage to the Oracles. And of course keeping track of them. Oh my god, I love it. So he's building a stasis. Technically, if you do it right, you can get the stasis to trigger outside of the Nexus area. And Creator shows us. Quick tutorial. Okay, it's not real. but I mean, it's real to me. Emotionally. The Oracle intimidated by the angry, hallucinated Phoenix. Turns back just as it times out. Forge on the way behind. And a more standard blink play for both players. Honestly, well, it looks like MaxPax is in a good position to put on some blink pressure. A surprisingly small amount of gateways. What, are they just... Can you just expand in PvP now? What's going on? If this is like Parting versus Zest, both of them would have lost half their probes to DTs and be in an elimination race. I am convinced. So I'm not sure what we're watching here. But this almost looks like some sort of macro game. Alright, 3 bases for both sides. Couple of depths warping in, taking their time as there is no super pylon. MaxPax blinks out, but blunks in does Creator. Probe count is even, but Adept's looking to change that. The sentries... Well, I'm not locked in here with you. Sentries tickling the Adept, unfortunately not quickly enough. Meanwhile, though, Blinkstalker's trading shots. MaxPax. That's it. That's the whole statement. Period. MaxPax adding on a Dark Shrine. He's got +1 finishing up, a little faster than Creator. And now we're adding on the gateways. I'm used to seeing a lot more 2-base aggression. So, I guess both of them wanting to get the economic advantage here. Thinking that'll... And being the defender, that's where you can find opportunities. If you're confident in your Blink Micro, and a lot of players think they're confident, and then they blink in and lose the game. We can't all be parting. Deals with the pylon. More spotting pylons? I don't know. There's no probe on the other side. Now, MaxPax's reaction time is not quick enough. Oh, but the Blink Stalkers come in, and he cancels the shade at the last second. Very odd game. This is, I'm not you. Like, Jimmy, bring out the guide. Yeah, it's not... Doesn't really fit. I don't... Huh. They're both kind of just building up 60-something probes. Skirmishes across the map. Robobay versus Templar Archives will be the first split in tech. Adepts trying to come in again, but this time probe is ready, been standing guard, and there's the DTs. I think I mentioned a Dark Shrine a while back and then proceeded to forget about it. Are there any observers? Yes. So Creator gonna lose 6 probes. Not a critical number, but bringing the army back will open up the map somewhat. MaxPax, on the other hand, does not have access to Archons except via the DTs. He's gonna go the Robobay route. Disruptors on the way. Something as chunky as Archons. And of course, Stalkers and Immortals aren't the thinnest creatures themselves. Definitely vulnerable. But here it's almost like a mech versus bio split. Maybe not as dramatic. More like a tanks versus mine situation. Where MaxPax will be relying on those aim disruptors, which can be deadly, overwhelming damage. But if he misses, then the Archon charge lot, which is cheaper, but with less overall potential, will just overwhelm. Like, the Archon charge lot will take advantage of you missing 1 second. Because at some point, when the charge lots get on your Stalkers, where are you going to fire your disruptors? That's the question. DT on the 4th. Creator losing some more probes. He is going to finish +2 despite... He will finish +2 first. Despite being second to +1, and I already confused myself. This isn't awkward. Oh, that stalker lived surprisingly longer than 0 seconds, which was its life expectancy when the army looked at it. Meanwhile, hallucinated Phoenix. DT Blink is on the way. Disruptors. First shot comes out. Clips a very unlucky stalker. That's about it for now. The disruptors are revealed, though, and it's just stalkers otherwise. Creator finished +2. He was nearly maxed out, so no reason not to press in. Third disruptor on the way. Finds an Archon. Meanwhile, trying to annex the Nexus. 4 probes with it. Creator brought the shields down. Does he target the Nexus? It's not quite enough damage, and now the disruptors, they want to move into the fray. The Immortals are a premium target. Creator's army is thinning out. Oh, what a shot! Follows it up. Big shots onto the Immortals, but isn't enough. He got the Nexus. DTs, though. DTs on the other side. And Creator has to run his probes away, so even though he got a oh, the Stalker's looking the wrong way. Another huge hit. Directly in the center mass of the Stalkers, and the Disruptors taking advantage of the split attention of Creator. The economic damage. Now we got Disruptors on both sides. Another shot. MaxPax blinks away. Only a Zealot gets clipped. The DT's forcing Creator to pull back and look away. And that is what keeps MaxPax going here. But now that Creator has these weapons of mass destruction, well, trading shots. Disruptors, now this is true, have as much range as a Disruptor. Something important to note. So it really does become a who fires first situation. If you fire a split second later, well, there's nothing really you can do at that stage. Oh, Disruptor shot forces the blink away, staggering the shots. North flank, looking for more, follows through, hits the Disruptor, another one. Couple Stalkers, but MaxPax is surrounded. The charge slot's closing the distance. MaxPax didn't have the cover for his Stalkers, so he's forced to retreat. 7 probes down, though. The DT is on the 4th Nexus. MaxPax, he sweeps the leg just as it looks like Creator might close the distance. He's been doing this the whole game, and this time the DTs get a base. Well, maybe a little early on the blink out. Okay. DT finishes off the pylon. Creator looking for vengeance. He has 80 to 6, well, now 69 army supply. Nice enough, maybe, for the defense. Neither side looking for +3 upgrades, just too costly, as Disruptors, well, they don't need damage upgrades. They do well enough on their own. First shot, forces the blink away, follows through. 5 Disruptors for Creator, fires the first one. Doesn't even get one Stalker. The second one, a single Stalker here. DTs might be good on defense as well. Well, DT's trying to move in for MaxPax, trying to repeat his performance. Disruptor, trade shots, looking for more. This time, nothing. The no man's land. Disruptor's retreating for Creator as he's down to 3 bases. Creator has his 4. Instead of blinking all the Stalkers, the presence of mind just to blink a couple, making sure he doesn't get caught and forced back. Another shot. He's Creator biting. MaxPax easily blinks away. 1 Stalker clipped here. Shots come through. Creator with a huge army. If he collapses or just goes for the 4th. What a game. One of the craziest and most macro-oriented PvPs I've seen in quite a while. I mean, it's not a high bar to clear. Oh, a risky recall. He does already preemptively overcharge. Fires the shots. The Disruptor finds the Immortals. Disruptors and Stalkers walking home as well. The Immortals doing a lot of damage here. Who's surrounding who? MaxPax seems to be in a pretty terrible position, especially with 3 Disruptors exposed. He flanks, looking for more shots, tries to go point-blank range. MaxPax, where are his units? Oh, DTs! It's always the DTs. Never forget about the DTs. Creator is getting so much damage done, but the DTs are killing the 3rd. And wait, MaxPax has an Observer. MaxPax can potentially snipe observers and clean up the army with the DTs. So, whenever you're wondering why MaxPax hasn't left the game, check the map for Dark Templar. Gets the Warp Prism. We are just going every direction. Creator sends his probes off into the sunset. They can't go off the map, unfortunately. MaxPax down to 100 supply, but the army supplies are dangerously close to even. Creator is left as the only one with disruptors, but MaxPax has 11 Dark Templar and 18 Stalkers. Another Ruptor finishes. Like, more Stalkers do oftentimes counter less Stalkers, but Asterisk is required because Disruptors, DTs, and Blink change the equation. He flanks. Another Disruptor shot almost hits his own Immortal. MaxPax is working around the edges. If he gets... There are 3 observers with the army here. 3 observers is a lot of observers. MaxPax loses his obs. Stalkers blink in. He curves it back. Finds the hit, but the DTs are not bad as fighting units on the front lines. The Immortals are down for the count. The Disruptor does have a shot, but he fires it as MaxPax is already retreating. The army supply is still in favor of Creator, but Creator doesn't really have mining. He's long-distance mining from what in some alternate reality would be his third. MaxPax isn't really mining either, so what a mess. An Archon just happens to be caught. A big pick-off here. Both players are long-distance mining from what would be their thirds. Probes? Oh my. So this is what we're left with. Shield battery overcharged. Blinking back in. Disruptor shot. Has to blink away. Trades a shot. A wasted one. There are no DTs over here, but wait a second. Soon. Creator finally found enough for another Nexus. MaxPax isn't bothering. What a mess. Now, finally, I was wondering when this would happen. The DT's working on Creator's probes yet again. Creator's killed a lot more probes, but he's done it in much more dramatic fashion. The underhanded Templars. MaxPax is going for Observer Speed, which is definitely an upgrade that exists, and does kind of tell a story all its own. He's got Shadow Stride, and I want to say that's called Gravitic Boosters. Though, I mean, it's Observer Speed, so whatever. Even though he has half the supply, well, he has to deal with the third Nexus. If Creator's actually mining again, this gets out of hand way too quick. Like, Creator is trying to just lock this down. He's going for the... Oh, my Creator! Out of nowhere! Oh! Ducked at the rim! Disastrous! Oh! Oh my! Well, that is that strategy out the window. Alright, well... Here we are. Creator. Now in pole position. Yeah, that was the... MaxPax is trying to snipe the observers, but I think that idea just fell apart, though it might take some time to realize it. Creator gets observer speed as well, so that's the kind of game we're having. There are just less stalkers here. MaxPax doesn't have the income. It's been a weird one, but Creator has held on to enough. Yeah, +3 attack. Creator's double expand. He still has 54 probes, which has only been relevant since the Nexi finished again. Of course, here's the DT, because of course there is. Disruptor shot. He needs the money shot. That is the only choice left. That's all he's got. He has the Dream Ruptors. MaxPax has 3 Disruptors. That's it. The big Ds of destruction. Those Disruptors, with almost unimaginable shots, could do it. They always can. But If Creator covers his bases, and I mean literally, it's an impossible margin. The DT. Oh, I blocked that! Oh my god. A Dark Shrine coming in for Creator. He's had enough. Somehow we're going back. Like, MaxPax had 24 probes here. Okay? Like, this is just... These are stalkers that MaxPax ain't getting back. At some point, Creator can just blink on the Ruptors and kill them before they can fire off. Though that's not really a risk you need to take. Oh no. He's winning the trade shots. Not that one. But, I mean, at this point, war of attrition. 5 disruptors against 3. 5 is more. Creator takes it with great effort. But, wow, what a game. What a mess. Oh. But I have no further comments. Game 2. Storm Gaming's MaxPax, though decidedly little Storm seen in PvP like ever. Creator, on the other hand, he's opting. Oh, they're both going low ground. On the other hand, on the same hand, same type of hand. So MaxPax opened up at the 1-gate expo, bucking the meta as he does so well. MaxPax seems to build gateways at least 1 base forward and maybe 1 less than you would think he would need. That's kind of his thing. From his, like, from when he realized, like, why do you need to build a gated home when you proxy a Terran? To in PvP, building only 1 gateway. When everyone, since, like, Legacy of the Void, has built 2. Occasionally, on maps like Blackburn, where you can wall off on the high ground, is when we've seen the 1-gate expand. Or even a Nexus first, occasionally. But it still feels quite risky to be able to build 1 unit of Protoss when your opponent can build 2. Like,
the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
And now the Protoss giving themselves a little taste of what they've been throwing at Zerg for who knows how long, like years, since the Brood War, which is blocking the expansion. But both of them getting zealots to try to deny exactly that. Well, a Creator lose a probe. No, not quite. Slaps the Nexus down. Probe escorted strongly but firmly from the premises. Never mind, I take it back, it just dies. I mean, that was about as firm as it gets. Don't quote me on that. Meanwhile, Creator's probe... I guess it's a one-way trip for these probes. Max... He's looking... Well... Creator is going to try to do what I expected last game. He's going to try to walk up and kill him. 1 probe knocked out into oblivion. There's a Stargate at the front. I don't believe this is walled off. He's got it positioned very well. But Creator has a Stargate, and he has 2 gates. He's expanding behind, but he's just going to try to kill him. And then I think upon the probe scouting this... Wait. He canceled the pylon and then rebuilt a pylon 2 steps... What? Creator... No, don't you... It builds it 2 steps back. No. The feng shui just wasn't right. Ah, here we are. I think he wasn't sure if he wanted to do some sort of like shield battery push. And then he wasn't sure. And then he decided just a hidden pylon. Because MaxPax will probably be ready. But you can't afford too much of that in PvP. Because right now, MaxPax is just up 4 workers. He's not taking any damage. Like, now MaxPax is just ahead. Because Creator invested in an attack and then did an attack. So, that is money lost. Now this is how you get some of it back. Oracles. And he's building a gateway like he wants to do something with that gateway. Is it going to be Blink? More than likely. Yeah, now you go in with the Oracles as his Phoenix. Will he realize that's real? Now is the Oracles heading in past the Bubula. There is a Void Ray. The Void Ray going to do a lot of damage. He charges up. He's actually thinks better of it. So Creator, instead of doing the quick 2-base, he's going to do the much longer 2-base. With Blink and a bunch of Stalkers. Well, this is awkward. Fancy meeting you here, brother. Alright, that's a very... Is that gonna... No. Okay. Well, yep, that one right there. Thank you. Huh, kind of surprised it finished, but here we are. So Creator, MaxPax is also going Blink, but there's no way he has as many gates. Well, 2 more gates coming up for MaxPax, bringing him to 4. But Creator has 9 Stalkers to 6. MaxPax actually has quite a decent setup here. Creator's going to expand to the gold. Off the back of his map. So, once again, Creator's done all of this while still being hard-walled at his natural. It's just that one probe out on the map has created all of this and a Nexus now. A lot of weight on its shoulders. Or in its magical backpack or whatever it gets, wherever he gets the Nexus from, I don't know. Great download speeds from IR, wherever they hold on to him. Now this is MaxPax's, you gotta really keep track here. This is MaxPax's pylon, that's Creator's base, this is MaxPax's base, and Creator's Blink Stalkers. Uh-oh. So, no upgrades on either side. The numbers are all that matter. Creator has a little bit more in the Stalker count, but MaxPax should be able to warp, and it looks like Creator's winning the Blink War and has the Concave, so that factors in as well. 4 gates to 4 gates. The probes are pulled to draw as many shots as they can. Reinforcing stall. He blocks it at the worst time. Oh, and he blocks all over the top. It's a blunk from MaxPax and a blunk from Creator. And suddenly, in the blink of a Stalker, the game is just completely thrown out of whack. MaxPax doesn't have nearly enough. He's down 7 Stalkers. 11 Stalkers. And that is all but 2 Gs. He's got an Immortal. But the probe count is dipping. Creator has a gold now, by the way. The Blunk in. And that is that. I guess MaxPax will fight for a bit, but he just... There's no DTs, right? There's no Dark Shrine. Okay. There's no Dark Shrine. I mean, there is now, but... maybe a little late. Wow. What a classic choice. A bit cliche. MaxPax feeling a little cornered now. This is possibly the most obvious Dark Shrine of the year. And he will just send a hallucinated Phoenix over because these sentries have been stuck in the base for the entire game. MaxPax with an incredibly bold expansion. Good luck with that. By the way, Creator has +1 as well, which is a significant upgrade. Is there a Robo for Creator? Wait. Does he have cannons? Tell me there's a cannon. He has an Oracle. He doesn't actually have a Robo. He has a cannon at the gold. He has a cannon at the natural and an Oracle in the main. So the DTs don't do anything. But we are going to play it out. So... there's a hard wall as well, so... Okay. Well, good luck. This is, well, he's in the main. Those ETs are pretty annoying. There's a cannon, he just kind of walks into the cannon. Okay. Yeah, he's revealed, and there's a stalker at both turns. Okay, Max. Okay. This got him a third, I guess. That's a real Phoenix, by the way. He did a little double take there. You could see him move the prism like, oh. That's unfortunate. This is a bit awkward. So, MaxPax now going towards Disruptors, but he's about to die. So, that should be that. Alright. There's a couple DTs. Wait, did he get the Observer? God damn it. Thank you for the revelation. There's another DT that was not revealed. The revelation cooldown isn't that long, though, so... Alright, Max. A strong effort. Okay, and he gets the Observer with it as well. GG. Oh, there you go. Why are we in a spawning pool? What do you mean budget cuts? Creator takes 2. MaxPax, the more creative player, I will say, of... I mean, I guess when you name yourself Creator, you're probably overcompensating a little, but... Game 3. Not even enough time for an ad break, so like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the series. It's been a fun one, I will say. These two putting on a show. MaxPax, unfortunately, just not quite getting it all together. I mean, I guess he's got a chance at the reverse sweep. DTs have made miracles happen. That second game was pretty rough. As Creator just kind of danced around him. If we see a dramatic shift in style, then, well, he's doing this looks like a normal build. Okay, alright. We have 2 gates at the top of the ramp. Now, is that a good thing? Like, players like MaxPax, honestly reminds me a lot of Parting. Probably more so than anyone else. As his Sometimes he does builds that are just... They feel like they're different for the sake of being different. But he can make them work. Like, he can pull that rabbit out of the hat sometimes, but sometimes it just falls flat. It just doesn't work out. Like, no matter how hard you micro the Blink Stalkers, they're not going to beat twice as many... Whoa, that's not... Ideally, losing probes to probes. So this is a fun fact. Probes move as fast as probes. So when you lose a probe to a probe, something has gone wrong. The chase is on. Vengeance. But not this time. Scouts for Chrono. Drops a pylon. MaxPax has opted... Was that Stalker Sentry? The most macro opener. Meanwhile... Did he even make a... Yeah, Creator went Stalker Sentry, but he kept the Sentry on the high ground. Oh, it's disgusting, and I love it. He dropped the Cyber Core. The Cyber Core, the highest HP building. I mean, he'll likely cancel it, of course, but... Well, maybe this is why MaxPax likes to take his Nexus a lot earlier. Like, MaxPax... That was Select All Army. Oh no. Oh no. He Select All Army this hallucinated Phoenix back. And now it'll barely get to Creator's base in time. Whoa, this is not going... This is not a incredible game 3 here. In that it's also the most important one so far. He's gonna see 3 sentries. As well as the Twilight Council. MaxPax has a Stargate with real live, non-hallucinated Stargate units. Oracle? I mean, he knows the Oracle's come. If Creator loses more than a couple probes, that will be disappointing. Yes, well... The Adepts, I like the preemptive shield battery. Though awkward, he's gonna force it to... Oh! MaxPax flinched first. Oh no. I think you just let the Adepts finish. I think you let them go through. Like... Well, the Oracles come in to finish what the Adepts are starting, but... Creator loses. He's lost 4 probes in total. Which puts him about even. Creator's blink. Wow, that's way quicker blink. So quick that MaxPax hasn't even started. The Oracle micro is top notch from MaxPax here. Suddenly the probe count looking real good. Now Creator, well now MaxPax just needs to not die. Alright? I mean, he's done it all his life, but... Right now, he just needs to hold it together. Creator, I think the smart move, getting a 3rd Nexus instead of... Oh, no! Disaster! Oh! He had the probe on patrol as well. All his hard work and fancy micro. It's not a game-ending move, but that undercuts almost everything the Oracles have done. Creator's still significantly behind on probes. But... Adepts get that... Steadfast, pointing out that we don't... So sometimes the pro players host the matches, and believe it or not, they're not very diligent about it. So we can't see exactly how many probes are dying because one of these players was lazy. Do they not know this button exists? Alright. Amateurs. Control R for all you amateurs out there is the button for this. Like back in my, or Shift L. Pig, a professional. Thank you for chiming in. I mean, there's caster tiers and player tiers, and these tiers on each side being shed by the probes, of which dozens have died. So, by the way, there's a game happening. And I'm not... MaxPax is up 20 supply, somehow. He's up... What has happened in this last minute of discussion? I don't... It's just probe kills all over the place. Creator only has 2 gates. That, I think, contributes greatly as to why his supply is so low. MaxPax now has Blink. 3 gates is 50%. Oh, no! Adepts in the main! The Adepts in the main. This is why we do the 2-gate wall. This is why this probe... Jimothy! This probe had one job, and it's failed repeatedly. This probe has failed. This probe has a job, and it has yet to do it. The entire point of this probe is to put a battery down to block 2 Adepts from getting into the base. It has yet to do so. It's still pretending like it has a job. Creator is warping in like a weird amount of units on the other side of the map. While MaxPax is fighting him, there's still an Oracle and the batteries... Oh, this is awkward. Well, he's getting a ton of kills. This Oracle has 13 kills. Creator, like, right-clicks to the side and says that'll be enough, as the Oracle awkwardly runs out of energy. Had its fill of killing for the day. 16 kills. MaxPax is significantly ahead. Creator, but that means the army supply is actually in Creator's favor, and he has +1. MaxPax just needs to hold on here. Oh, yeah. Great job, everybody. Mission accomplished. He did it. Finally. When it mattered, maybe not as much, but there you go. The Blink MaxPax is nowhere near a shield battery right now. He's got +1 done, but the Stalker count is not there. A Blunk in. Creator, Immortal on the way. Shield battery overcharge. Could make all the difference. And it does in this fight. Forces Creator back for now. He doesn't have charge done. Where did that Adept come from? It actually shaded in. Creator wielding all of these extra Stalkers, and it's what he needs to do is he doesn't have a third. MaxPax took it out a while back. Immortals... Charge is not done. Charge needed to be done. MaxPax needs to clear out this army. That's all he needs to do. He's got to get rid of it as Creator has no expand. But the Stalker count, 3 times as much for Creator. 5. He has to pull the probes. Either the Nexus or the probes. It's a hard choice. But there's no point in the probes without the Nexus, so... Creator has 6 gates now, the MaxPax is 5, and now the Nexus count is even in the probe count. He has to kill his own battery. MaxPax has kind of mismanaged this 3-base situation. Not having charge and committing to a fight has made this a very tall order. 2 Immortals will start to even the odds. But now there's no distinct... The only advantage is the Immortals, but the Stalker count is so damn high. 20 more Stalkers. 30 Stalkers! And that's a large number. 2 Immortals are worth a lot, but 20 Stalkers is... MaxPax still has a better economy, such as it is. Few charge launch in front, shield battery overcharge, still 15 seconds out. Immortal losing its shields. Archon shows up to the party. Oh no, he blocked! 1, 2, they're gone! And he just walks right out. MaxPax gives him an opening, and Creator blunks into it. Another Immortal shows up, but 1 is not enough. He's going in, and MaxPax keeps abandoning it just in time with the shield battery overcharge, trying to fight. The shield battery overcharge is barely enough. You gotta be careful with those. Stalker floating out. Shield battery overcharge gone. Immortal gone. Creator. Wow. Oh my. Just coming in like he owns the place, and pretty soon he will. Now what is there? There's less Stalkers. He's still got 22. He is hammering the point home. That shield battery. Out of energy. Archon doesn't exist, and Creator deserves this one. Where did that charge line come from? Creator did not... He may have blinked, but he did not flinch. That was some impressive and decisive blink micro. He wins 3-0. A great series, though. Honestly, that was a ton of fun. But a clear victor. Jimmy! He deserved it. MaxPax, maybe we'll see him come back next week. Fight for it. But I'd like to see more. If you would, you could like this video. You could subscribe, ring the bell, you could. Or maybe you could just blink away from your immortals and leave them exposed. You wouldn't want to do that. Thank you for watching. Good luck, have fun. See you next time. Stay chill.